Meet Marlo Leveling, who gives herself top billing as a big-time rock and roll promoter.
She could get us on MTV, VH1, Fuse TV.
She had photography companies, she had video production companies.
She said she could get us on the Warped Tour Festival.
Marlo's got the rock look.
She doesn't come through on one thing.
Marlo's got the rock spiel.
Nothing panned out. She didn't absolutely do one thing for us.
What Marlo doesn't have, at least according to these band members, is any rock credibility.
She sold us on all these things and took our money and hasn't done anything to earn the money that we gave her.
This rock and roll promoter has hit rock bottom.
I'm not going to discuss this on camera.
These are the Mugs. They're a big band in Detroit and on the verge of making it everywhere. They were finalists on a Fox TV show a few years back called America's Next Great Band. This is White Shag, another great local band. I've heard these groups and they're awesome. And I'm not the only one who thinks so. So did Marlo Leveling.
She's like, wow, you guys rock, you know, and then a few months later she contacted me and was saying that she was interested in putting us on her roster.
Bob from the group Mansfield Park was doing a radio show when he got called from Marlo saying she wanted to work with him.
We had done basically everything you can do in Detroit, and we're ready to move on.
Josh from Hit Society says he signed with Stage Level as well. Marlo claims she could get his band touring nationally.
So you thought this sounds like a good deal?
Oh yeah, easily.
She told Bob from Mansfield Park she'd cut him a deal on her promotion services.
I would let a band retain me for $10,000, but for you guys, I'll do it for $1,000.
Yep, all these bands not only retained Marlo to promote them, they paid her to promote them. And the payment, well, it had to be sent to her by Western Union. Maybe that's how the big-time rock promoters roll. After all, you wouldn't expect a big-time promoter like Marlo to work out of a local office here in Detroit. You'd expect her to work where all the movers and shakers of the music biz hang. When you think of rock and roll, only one place comes to mind. Bay City, Michigan. Yeah, Marlo and her company, Stage Level Promotions, is in Bay City, famous for big bands like the Bay City Rollers, who aren't actually from Bay City. In fact, nobody's from Bay City except Marlo Leveling, and you might be getting the feeling by now, Marlo Leveling isn't really anybody, except a lady who took these bands' money, promised to take them to the next level with her Stage Level Promotions, and delivered, at least according to the rockers, trouble.
So she never booked you a gig?
No, she never booked us a gig. And in fact, she was really nasty on the phone with me. She said that she had a terrible day and that she didn't have time to deal with me right now.
In fact, all the band members I spoke with said once Marlo signed them, she seemed to have a bad day every day, whenever they wanted to talk business.
She always had an excuse. Her kid broke his arm, she was sick, she was in the hospital.
And as you'll see, Marlo's going to do the same thing to me. After I drive 2 hours north to the freezing town of Bay City to put her in the spotlight. But first, she talks to my undercover cameraman.
I've just been blessed with some great art.
This is Marlo at a restaurant. Yep, I guess besides being a big-time promoter, she runs this little cafe across from the high school. Pizza may be on the menu, but it's music that's still in her blood.
I have 67 national and regional regional touring artists.
How do you find talent?
They come now. I've been in it 25 years.
Oh, okay, so you have a reputation.
No, I went through 1,400 that I had turned down this year.
Wow, that's 4 bands a day, every day of the year that don't make her cut. No wonder she doesn't have time to promote the band she's actually been paid to promote. Time for me to pay Marlo a little visit.
Hi, Marlo. Rob Waltrip from Fox 2. How are you?
Good, how are you?
All right. Hey, I need to talk to you a little bit about this Stage Level company or production company. I got some people who are saying that some bands that say you haven't really done a very good job for them.
Oh my God. Dick Wagner?
Well, I don't know about Dick Wagner. These are bands down in Detroit. So
The Mugs. Because I picked.
that is one of the
yeah,
people.
I know,
Yeah,
because
the Mugs.
I picked
Yeah.
a different band. I'm not
Was
going to
it-
discuss this on camera.
Well, they want me to talk to you, and I want to talk
She
to you.
doesn't, she won't. She won't. She's having a really bad time right now.
Hey, that's exactly what her band's told me. She's always having a bad time. Marlo never shows, but the cops do. And they're camera shy too.
Is that all?
It's, I believe it's on.
It's what?
It's on.
Shut it off.
Why?
Because we don't need to be on video talking about this. Okay?
Okay, well,
Listen, just shut it off, okay? It's that simple. It's simple to you, but this is...
yeah,
no,
this
it's
is...
not. Okay, then I'll stand over here.
The cops tell me Marlo doesn't want to talk to us and that we aren't allowed inside the restaurant. Well, we'll just stand out here in front on the public sidewalk.
Bay City's finest, keeping an eye on me.
The cops couldn't get us to leave, but now we're really in trouble. Here comes her dad.
You're trying to talk to your daughter.
About what?
About some complaints down in Detroit with some bands that she has.
As much as I enjoy standing outside in January in Bay City for hours, I finally realize there will be no encore in this show.
Hey Marlo, it's time for you to face the music. You're in the Hall of Shame.
Saturday night.